What's up, guys? My name is Rodney Truitt, and I'm back again with another graphic design tutorial, so stick around and you'll see how I made this pretty little piece of artwork right here on the screen. Alright guys, so to start off, I kind of made this because I was commissioned to, I was asked to, and this is a postcard. It's like an invite that is going to be mailed out to people, and I really got this inspiration from combing around Behance, and I'll link to the inspiration that I got it from, and you guys will be able to see where I got it from and really how I created this. Okay, so first off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a PSD file. Okay, you're just going to go to can't even speak. You're going to want to go to File, New, and I've got mine. It's supposed to be inches. Actually, let's go let's go 3,000 by 2,000. I think that's pretty good, and that right there looks pretty good. But for right now, we're not going to stay in Photoshop. We're gonna go head over to Illustrator, and we are going to make a new file. Click New, and it doesn't matter, whichever one. Alright, so in the last video, you guys know, well, in the last couple videos, you guys know that I really like the font family. Now it's just an overall like great font family, so that's what I use for this tutorial. And right now we're gonna make the text portion of it, or the top text portion of it, the one with the big 60 in white. So go ahead and put a text bar down the line, and I'm gonna bump this up to maybe 300 so just I can see it, and type out 60, and I think that looks good for right now. Center that up, center, actually align to artboard, then center. Alright, that looks good. And what you're gonna want to do now is you're gonna want to click on the right click on the text, actually click the text first, then right click on the text and create outline. And what that does, it allows you to actually mess with the individual parts of the text rather than messing with it in the whole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it over closer to the 6 where it's touching the 6, and to make it like the last one I had, I am going to zoom back out because that looks bad, and I'm gonna get rid of these holes, okay, because they really serve me no purpose here. So I'm just gonna click on the path, and I'm gonna click delete, and it's gonna delete them all. Alright, so now that we've got a blank 6 and we've got a blank 0, so what we're gonna want to do now is we're going to want to highlight both of these, and we're gonna want to go to Pathfinder. If you don't know what that is or where that is, go to Window and Pathfinder. I'm in Photoshop now, man. Okay, go to Windows and Pathfinder, and I just turned it off, so I gotta turn it back on. So that is where you find it. And what you're gonna want to do now is you're gonna want to go to Unite. It's the first one. It has like 2 squares combining in it, so, and that'll combine these the 6 and the O together. So let's go ahead and do that. Bam. And I think that looks good. So what we can do now, since we're going to take this and bring it into Photoshop, is we can go ahead and turn it to white, or we could leave it black, and we could use the color overlay setting in Photoshop to change that. But right now I think I'm gonna just go with white because I do not want to have to mess with that over there. Actually, you know what? Let's keep it black, because it's going to make it a lot easier seeing that once we go into Photoshop. So what you can do is you can go Control C to copy it, or you can just click and drag off the screen into Photoshop and place it right there, and there it goes. Let's resize that and put that in the middle. Too big for right now. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new layer, and we're going to put that new layer below the vector smart object with the 6 and O, and we're going to turn the 6 and O off so we can work with a blank slate. Now, in my last video, you guys remember that I love using these watercolor brushes, and this tutorial is not different whatsoever. Okay, so go to your brush setting, and then get the brush over here at the top so we can change the brushes, and I am just going to pick this brush because I think that looks pretty good. Or maybe this one. Nope, I don't like that brush. I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, let's just go with this brush. Alright, we're gonna resize it, bring it up to where it can actually be seen, and we're going to plop it down. I want to change the color to where it is a darker red. Bam. I think that looks good. And we're just gonna dab right on the screen. I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of weird. Okay, alright, and that looks good for right now. Actually, I'm gonna resize that down a little bit, and I think it looks good. And we're gonna plop this back right over on the top and resize that. Wrong layer. Resize the 60 down a little bit, and what we're gonna do is we are going to make this white. And how we're going to make this white is we're going to want to go to the effects panel down here, and we're going to want to push color overlay, and that gives you the ability to change the color right in there. You see it on the screen. But not only do we want to change the color, I want to give it a little drop shadow so that it extends off of the back of the canvas and it looks like there is depth behind it. So we've got that. You can play around with the settings, but I kind of like that right now. So we're just gonna hit OK to just put it on there. I don't know what they call it. Gonna hit OK there, and now that looks pretty good already. But what we're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to get a image. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this again to where it gets a little bit darker, and I'm going to control and click this and right click it, and then I'm going to merge these layers together so it is one layer. I kind of like the darker look of it anyway. Put it back right there. Okay, so now for this next part of the tutorial, you are going to want to make the splatter portion of it, and all this is found in that brush pack. It was $6 on Creative Market. Again, I will link it down in the description. So you're gonna want to get this. Actually, can I extend this? Yeah. Okay. You're gonna want to get this kind of splatter effect right here. That makes it look like it's been like painted on, splattered on, and you're gonna want to put it in a way to where it is inconsistent, to where it doesn't look like it's been put on with a formal pattern, to where it just looks natural. It looks like you just really like splattered it with paint, and that's what I'm going to try to do now. I gotta find the right angle, and that's a good one. Let's put that. Actually, want to make a new layer, and I want to put that down, and then actually nope, let's not make it a new layer. Let's delete that layer, and let's go on the same layer, because it's all going to be the same thing. It's going to be going to the same place. So, and let's put it right here. It's making it look pretty good. Bam. Actually, no, put it down here. Dude, I can't even. All right, right here. That's a lot better. You're just gonna want to make it look all grungy and dingy, like somebody, like some little kid came and splattered paint on it, and you're just like, oh dude, what you do? And then you wait and look at it for a while and be like, hey, that actually looks pretty good. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Yeah. And I'm trying my best not to make this look circular, because that's not what I'm going for here. I'm just going for a splattered look. So right there. Maybe get some on the inside, because it's all gonna be good. All right. So now that we've got that portion all taken care of, I'm gonna Control T and resize this back down to where, there you go. I think that looks good, and I'm gonna do the same with the 60, kind of keeping it in line. And I'll resize this back up when I get to that portion. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do now is you're gonna want to go pick a photo. All right, you're gonna want to make a layer mask, but right now I've got this already set up in Illustrator to where I do not have to do that. I already put them in order. So I am just gonna take these and I am going to select them all and just bring them and drag them into Photoshop. And this might take a little bit, but it'll get there. What I could do is I could have just controlled copy, but it'll be okay. Alright, when this thing's done loading, I'll skip to it. Wow, come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Place file. I didn't set place. Okay. Alright, we got that in there. What we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to move it below the 60, and you're gonna want to hit Alt, and as you hit Alt and you hover in between these layers, you'll get this little box, and that will create a clipping mask. So what I'm gonna do is go in between these and create that clipping mask, and it puts that into the picture. It makes it look like it's been there. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to Control T, and you're going to want to resize that to where it fits all the splatters and everything else in there, to where it makes it just look great. And I like that right there. I think that looks really, really good. So we're gonna push the check button to commit that change, and we're going to lower the opacity because I don't want this to show through all the way. It doesn't look good to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it down to 70. And I think that looks great. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna select both the vector object, the 60, and the vector smart object, the picture that we brought in from Illustrator, and we're going to Control T, and we are going to resize that back down. Actually, I did not do that right. We're gonna want to take all of them and Control T to where it's just not that, it's all of them. And it might take a while to actually show the change. There, we've got that. I think that looks really, really good. We'll probably resize it again because I think it's not as big as I'd like it, but we will fix that. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we are going to put the bottom text below to kind of give it just that overall title of it. So I'm using Now Regular. You guys know that I'm a lover. Like, I love this font. I love it. If I had a chance to marry a font, any font, I think this will be the font that I'd marry. Disregard anything I just said because I really wouldn't marry a font. But I'm going to choose this dark red color because I think it looks really, really good with it, and it brings out the overall feel of the design. So we're going to type out First United Pentecostal Church. Actually, we're going to want to put it in all caps. Wow. First United Pentecostal Church, and anniversary service. Man, I can't type today. I was typing up a paper earlier, and I was getting confused. I'm like, dude, how do I even type this thing out? Okay, and that looks good. I think that looks really good. So I'm going to resize all these up once more because I think it needs it. And just go ahead and do that to where it fits. Wait for that to commit the changes. Resize it just a little bit more. I think that'll do it. Maybe just a little bit more. I think you could use it. I'm so indecisive when it comes to resizing things because I think all things should be resized. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Come on. There you go. I think that looks really, really good. Okay. Alright. And there's one last thing that I really want to do here is I want to make another layer mask under here. Put it under here, and I want to use the same brush that made this little splatter effect, but I want to put it in white to where it looks like there is white splatters on the inside, and I think it'll give it a dynamic effect. So let's go back to a brush and let's change our color, which I could have just hit this black to white button, but it wasn't accessible at the time. So we are going to take this, and I have no idea why it's not showing up. Well, let's undo this layer mask. I'm sorry, somebody is calling me, and yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Oh, that is way too big, guys. That's why it wasn't working. I'll answer her back later. Alright, and we're just gonna put these white splatters inside. Don't you hate when people call you like that? Don't you hate when that happens? Raise it up. Oh, that's way too big. That is way too big. Let's go happy 1500 with this. Actually, no. I like maybe 9. Actually, let's just go 1000. And I think that looks good. Bam. Because it's just giving it just a little bit of extra depth here. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stick around and you'll see more videos just like this. My name is Rodney and I am signing out. See you guys. Peace. Hey guys, thank you so much for visiting my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.